Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching today's video. So this is video number 3 in our little mini series where we are trying to use up the papers in this By the Riverbank paper pad. I've already done 2 videos where we have created these 14 cards here, so you can go back and watch that. So this is kind of a paper pad smash / a one sheet wonder. Hi everyone, editing me here. I wanted to just jump in on this part of the video. Originally it ended up being a good sort of 6 or 7 minutes long where I talked you through these one sheet wonder templates. I wasn't 100% sure if I'd get around to doing a blog post to go with this, but I have done that. You can find the link to my website in the description box down below, and you can see the blog page and the post that goes with it. I'm going to have one blog post for all of the videos that I create in this mini series. So you'll just scroll to the bottom and you'll see the newest kind of a section added to it. I really wanted to just keep it in one blog post to keep it all together and sort of neat and tidy and easy to follow. But because I wasn't sure if I was going to get around to doing that, I did just quickly draw out some of the templates that you can see here. And I basically just was talking through it, matching it up with the cards, just so it made a little bit more sense. But what I've created over on my blog, I've done it all on the computer. It's very neat and tidy and easy to follow. So I didn't really think that this section was really that relevant anymore, to be honest. And again, because it was like 6 or 7 minutes long, I thought that it was just going to be a little bit much. So I'm just sort of zooming through this, and the reason I didn't want to just cut it straight out of the video was because then when I go into creating the cards for today's video, it didn't really make sense as the beginning of the video. So yeah, I just wanted to come in quickly and just explain that for you guys. Like I said, the blog post has everything laid out, really simple and easy to follow. Like I said, I've done it on the computer. It's going to be one blog post, and like I said, you scroll to the bottom and it'll be there, and then it'll have the updated templates as well where we've done like additional cards. So hopefully that makes sense, and we can just get straight into then creating the cards in today's video, which I'm hoping that you guys are going to like. So I think this is card design 5 and 6. So you can see 6 is on this page, 5 was just on that previous page there. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this mini series. So now I'm gonna cut this part of the video and we're gonna get straight into making our cards. Let's get into card design number 5. So I'm gonna cut up these 3 pieces here. They're gonna stay within. So we're going to make 3 cards. We're not mixing and matching the papers here. And like I said, card design number 5, we are cutting this at 5 1/4 inch down, and then we're going to cut it into 5 1/4 inch square there. So let's get our trimmer. So we're going to do 5 1/4, and then we're going to cut it down 5 1/4 there. So we've got then this long strip and we have this shorter strip. So I do need to cut that up. So basically we're going to cut from point to point, corner to corner. So let's get that on there. And then just to make life a little easier, I'm going to just put the 2 points together, and I'm just going to squeeze there so I know where I'm going to be cutting to. So do the same just there. So again, we're going to go point. Make sure it's lined up. So we're going to have end up with 4 pieces like this. Let's do the same. Okay, so now we've got our pieces here. try to work it out, that's fine. I've also cut some mats and layers. So we've got a little bit of peppermint and marigold. So these measure 5.5 inches. And then we have got our card base, which, like I said, is 5 3/4 inch there. So the yellow is going to go with this, and then I've got 2 of the spearmint greens to go with the other 2. Just remember what my design was going to be this way. So I'm not actually too worried about the design matching back up, although no, that one doesn't there. Let's change that one to be, nope, that is the right one. I want it to just look a little different. So it's actually quite close together. What I think I might do is actually just take a smidge off the edges, just so we get our yellow gaps to be a little wider. Okay, so just to trim this down a little bit, I think this one's going to end up being slightly different to the other ones. Just because of the way I cut it. So I literally just took a slither off each edge, just so you've got that. But I think my points are slightly off on this one. But by the time you put a sentiment probably in the middle there, you're not going to notice. So I'm happy with this anyway. So whether you want to adjust the size to make it very slightly smaller when you cut your cardstock, you know, do it how you want to do it. Maybe you want to keep that and not have as much of a gap in between, but yeah, I kind of wanted to have let's bring my bin over. I wanted to have just a slightly more of a gap here with these. So let's just take off. So I popped 4 foam pieces. Because we've not mat and layered these individually, I do think that they will, hopefully they'll stand up okay. They should do. It's only because it's a thinner paper, thinner GSM, so you want to be careful and make sure it does kind of, you know, obviously support itself. But I didn't want to lift up the yellow onto some foam. I'm just going to glue that straight down, and we're going to just do something a little different. Obviously I've done it kind of the same up until now. So I'm going to try and get these points to be matching up, and then matching up with what I've got around that edge as well. So let's just get some more foam. I wanted just a little bit of dimension, so I'm just using these ones. They're not as thick. They're definitely some of my thinner foam. So I'm just going to turn these again. So we're going to kind of try and get our points lined up there. But like I said, we can put a sentiment in the centre. If your points don't quite match up, then just pop a sentiment in that centre. So there we have that one there. So let's put some glue on the back of this, and we can put this onto our card base. So again, it's really simple, and having that foam underneath it just gives it that little bit of shadow there as well. So letting, like I said in the last video, letting the paper do all the work for you, the patterned paper do the work for you, but just kind of having something a little extra. So now what I'm going to do is pop some foam onto the back of these ones, and we'll get these ones stuck down as well. Okay, so we got those all stuck down, so we can add these to our card bases. So with these, I did actually decide to follow the pattern of it. It doesn't 100% match up, obviously, because I've trimmed that patterned paper down a little bit, but I actually just love how they look. I think they're really, really beautiful, and I love this dragonfly paper as well. I think it is lovely. So get those down. So that is card design number 5, just there. So again, another really simple design, a little bit of matte and layering there. But yeah, just something we can have a sentiment in the center portion. I think that would look really nice. But again, just a really another simple card design and a slightly different size there as well. So we can get on to card design number 6. Okay, so here are the pieces. So I've got one full sheet of 8x8, and it's going to go with this dragonfly outline, this dragonfly one, and then we've got these two, which I thought would look really nice together. We've got a little bit of mauve purple to go with these papers here. I thought I'd bring out that purple nicely, and then a little bit of ocean blue there to go with these papers. So let's just put that to one side. So let's do cut these ones first, because don't forget we need to cut a 1/2 inch strip off these. So we're going to make these 4 inches. And then we are going to cut this into 2 inch. So we're going to cut that in half. And number 3. And then I'm going to cut these into 2 inch pieces. So let's keep them together. So that, let me just check, should be, yeah, 8 inches. So I'm actually just going to cut them into 4. And then cut that into, make sure they're still together. Cut that there. And then with these, we're just going to chop them as we did with the first ones, but we're literally just going to do one diagonal cut. I think I might just do them one at a time. Just get a little bit nervous trying to put too much through my trimmer, and I'm not even too fussed about which way I am cutting these. I'm just gonna let them, I'm just gonna pick them up just as they are and just let them be. Okie dokie, so that is all of our pieces. So now I'm just gonna sort of divide them back out, and this should hopefully create us 2 cards in each design. So let's just bring these over. Okay, let's just bring in our first square, and what we're going to do is have these. I'm going to alternate across the 2 designs of what we're going to have here. So we're going to do the yellow around the outside, and then we're going to have this really lovely like watercolour style flowers in the center. So again, hopefully we can get our spacing right. So let's just pop these right up to the edge. So we want to know exactly where we are putting them, and then we can just space out those there. So again, just another design. But what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to add foam to these center ones, and I'm going to glue the ones around the edges. So that middle bit is going to stand up nicely. So again, let's just pop that in the corner. And again, I'm not worried at all about the direction of the paper. With these, it's not too bad because they do seem to just sit in any direction. But it'd be more like with this, with the dragonflies. But again, I'm not going to worry too much at all about which way they are going. So again, we're just getting that right up nicely in the corner. Okay, let's put this on a card base so we can really see how this is going to look. Again, let's do a nice top fold. We've got a bigger white border on this one. But how pretty is that? Again, we could do a sentiment or something in the middle there, but again, you've got that dimension from that centerpiece, which I just think looks absolutely yeah, lovely. Just adding that little bit of dimension. So let's go ahead and pop the rest of ours down. Okay, so there's our 4 cards, and you can see that I've got literally enough to make 2 of each design again. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or I'm gonna try and incorporate these maybe into another one. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I think this video is probably long enough as it is just making these particular cards. So I'm just gonna leave these to one side. And I'll either, like I said, just create 4 more of these designs, or I'm gonna, incorporate them into something else. So we've done kind of the opposite, so not every single one is the same. And again, just a really lovely card design. Again, just something simple, a little bit of matte layering, but adding that foam to those centerpieces, it does just lift up. And again, when we put a sentiment on there and really finish all of these cards off, I just think they're gonna look really, really beautiful. I really love how they've come out actually. And then of course we have our 3, let's just move these ones up. We have our 3 bigger ones. So In terms of just the spacing that you want in between, obviously that is kind of up to you. I did trim them down just a little bit in size, but if you want to keep it as it was, then the measurements that I gave you will still be correct. But again, just snipping a little bit off afterwards, to me, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm still using the majority of the papers. I don't feel like I have to use every single little inch of the patterned paper, so I'm happy to cut it to a size. If it's slightly bigger than what I want it to be, I'm happy just to yeah, trim that one down. But so we've got another 7 cards here, so I'm pretty sure that's 21 in total with the ones that we've made from those other videos. And let's take a look at actually what we have got left. We've still got absolutely tons of paper left. Let's just pop these to one side. And I really love doing the A6 and then doing some squares in here as well. It's nice just to create a little bit of a variety. So we have got, these are our scraps. So we've got that piece there. So this measures 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and then there's another piece that matches that size. Oh, and then yeah, that third piece there. Then we've got 3 at this size, which is again 2 3/4 by 8 inches. So we've got those strips just there. Then in here, this one is 8 by 4 inches. We've got 4 of these, which is 8 inches by 5 inches. So again, still got tons. That's just the scraps that we've got. Of course, we've got the triangles, which I've got just up here. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces left full. I'm not 100% sure about using these 2 pieces. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to use them, but we will see. But yeah, we've still got all of these full sheets here. So I need to decide really what we are going to do. Obviously, we want to create cards using our scraps up here. And I'm wondering whether we want to try and get something else out of this pad rather than just making tons and tons of cards. Can we create maybe some sort of holder for the cards? Like if we were to give them as a gift. Again, we got 21 cards plus whatever we can create from here. I think we could at least, you know, probably exceed 30 cards just from those few sheets. What was it? That was probably like 4 or 5 sheets of card there. Either that, or I'm going to use some of these on some bigger cards and literally just have some bigger panels. Maybe we will see what we create, yeah, with these ones here. So we've still got absolutely tons left. I'm really happy with what we have created so far, the different designs that we've managed to do, just using, yeah, kind of all these scraps as well. Again, we've got our triangles just up here as well to use also. So again, do check out our next video in this series to see what we do, whether it's more, well, we'll use up these scraps to begin with, and then we'll see whether we're going to cut into these or do something slightly different with those. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos within this series, and then just generally the videos that we create, that I do create and upload here. If you like this series, then give this video a thumbs up. It helps to sort of push out that content a little bit more, so more people will see it, and hopefully can just inspire a few more people, you know, with these card designs and the one sheet wonder. So that's going to be it for this video. So thanks very much for watching and happy crafting.